So in the last video, I showed you how to invest using DGiro. In this video, we're going to look at some other ways of investing. The one other main way of investing is P2P lending. So that's where people apply for loans through websites, and you basically offer up the money. It's not just you; it's actually quite a lot of people. So we're going to show you two websites that support this. I'm in Ireland, so your location may vary. For example, I know in the US it's very different in terms of how it works. Just a few notes before I start. P2P lending can be very risky. The person I pay the money back. Some websites provide some sort of security on your money, but again, it's up to you. The best way I think to use peer-to-peer lending is invest really small amount of money. For example, a lot of the time the websites will let you set a minimum amount. For example, €10 for each loan. So that way you're splitting your risk across multiple loans, and it's very rare that all your loans won't pay back. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's pretty rare. And these websites have a pretty good reputation. Like they're featured on other websites and in news articles, etc. So it's not as safe as investing in the stock market or investing with a bank or stuff like that. But your returns are a lot bigger when it comes to peer-to-peer lending. So two of the sites I'm going to show you today is, one of them is called Mintos. I think this is a European-owned website, and these are basically, how would I explain it? It's basically a lending marketplace where investors can loan money to people looking for money from different loan originators. So for example, some of the loans that people apply for here are mortgage loans, car loans, business loans, personal loans. You get the idea, right? So how does it work? So the person that's looking for money will apply for a loan. The loan originator, which is the companies that work with Mintos, evaluate the application. They set the interest rate, and they lend money from their side. They lend a certain percentage of their money. The loans are then listed on a marketplace where investors can pick and choose what loans they want to invest in. If accepted, if your loan is accepted, you will start receiving monthly principal and interest payments. So this is kind of their dashboard. So I'm logged in, as you can see. I'm Jason. I only have €100 in this at the moment. It's because it's relatively new. I found this, and I've invested in a few companies and have already returned. Have already got paid back. So you see my net annual return is 14%. Now that's kind of taking in all the loans you've applied for so far, and it's basically aggregating. I won't necessarily get 14%, but I mean, you can see the difference between that and a bank, where a bank will offer you maybe 2 to 3% a year. So, and I know other people, like I've read online, that people have thousands and thousands of euro invested in people in these, and they're receiving everyday money. You know what I mean? Again, the best way to do peer-to-peer lending is spread your risk across as many loans as possible with the smallest amount you can deal with. The one thing I do like about Mintos is very simple to use. They can provide very easy ways of listing loans. So if we go into loan listings here, so you have this is the loan marketplace, as I call it, and you have loans so you can filter on whatever loan type you want. As you can see, there's loads of loans here. So let's say we just pick this first person. So you say the interest rate you're going to pay back is 70%. The term, as if you hover over here, will be basically it's the days left until the repayment of the loan. So if you wanted to invest with this, you'd actually just click invest, type your money, and hit enter. It's actually quite that easy, and the investment will start. Now sometimes the investment won't go through right away. There's just kind of a waiting period, etc., etc. But you get the idea. But I don't really do that at all. Actually, one of the best ways I found to use Mintos is use their auto invest tool. So the auto invest tool is you set up like an auto investment portfolio. So this is mine, for example. So this is the portfolio, right? This is its name. You have a portfolio size, which is basically you can set the amount of money you want to actually invest. So maybe don't want to invest all your money. I only want to invest €60. The maximum amount for one loan I have as 20. I'm saying I'm looking for an interest rate between 10% and 20%, and I only want loans that have 1 to 12 months remaining. So I don't want anything with 3 years remaining or 10 years remaining. That's just, again, it's personal. You could pick the loan types you're interested in, so you can say whatever you want. If you only want to invest, people looking for mortgages, looking for cars, etc. So it's pretty easy. Once you set this and you enable it and you click save, Mintos will then look for loans in according to your criteria and start investing your money for you. It'll start putting the money into investments for you. If you don't like that, you don't have to use it. You can do it yourself. That's kind of the general use of Mintos. It's quite easy to use, and there's thousands and thousands of loans on this website, and there's more and more added in every day. There's a lot of choice. You can invest. You can invest in wherever you want. The other website is a bit more refined. So this is called Linked Finance, right? Now, Linked Finance is an Irish company, right? This website is more P2P, which is person to business loans. Usually, businesses that are on this website are established and are looking for more funding via personal lending. They have a lot smaller loan marketplace than Mintos. It's a bit more secure though, as you're investing in businesses that are already up and running. They're not like startup businesses. They're not general, like they have places where you can go and see. And part of the lending process when you lend the money is you can see actually all their previous years, like the history of their finances, etc. So it's quite good in that way. So this is the website, right? So this is what I have. Again, I have €100 invested here. I have available cash, and most of my money is actually invested. And you can see that according to the recent activity, I'm actually getting monthly repayments from these companies, right? These were invested in a while ago. I have two currently repaying. So if you go to live loans, right? So here's the live loans, right? As you can see, there is multiple companies looking for investments, and as you can see, a lot of companies have already been 100% invested. So a lot of people are using this website to invest in these companies and are currently being paid back by these companies. So let's say we want to I'm going to pick something random. Let's say we want to invest in the Record Art Game Emporium. Okay. So here you can see the loan offers. So all the people that made the loan. So you can be here as well. The rate that they're looking for. So you can kind of set the interest rate. Most of the time, the interest rate will be set for you. Yeah, exactly. So you see it here. It says fixed interest rate. Sometimes you have a variable interest rate. So they will pay 10% back on your loan, right? So the good thing about this is you have a business profile. So you can read about them, what they do, their owner, are they safe to lend to, etc. You can see their financial summary. So what they learned, how much money they learned, their current assets, etc., etc. The validation, this is the approval process, and then Q&A. So it's quite a flushed out kind of website. You don't get onto this website and you don't get, for example, all these people wouldn't invest if they were a bad business. All these people are investing. Some of them are investing quite a bit of money. You can see €500, €300, and some of them invest thousands and thousands of euro. So this is, again, it's a good way to invest your money without going through the bank. And again, the likelihood of all of these businesses going under is very unlikely. Now, of course, anything could happen. Look, it's whatever. But you have some security there where that it's an actual business you're investing in and not an individual person. It's very unlikely for a business not to pay you back rather than a business. It's very unlikely for a business to not pay you back rather than a person to not pay you back. So again, there's two ways. There is two ways you can you can invest using Mintos or LinkedIn Finance. The websites are pretty easy to use and they're self-explanatory. One note is that most of these places will have minimum bids. So, for example, you can't for LinkedIn Finance, it's actually you can't bid under €20 for these businesses. So the minimum would be €50, which again, €50 into a business is not that small, and usually they'll pay you back as soon as they get funded, and the money is they get the money, you start receiving the principal basically. Again, that's two websites I've showed you. If you have any questions, let me know. If you know any other lending marketplaces or P2P places for Europeans, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.